This podcast is brought to you by Reynolds and Reynolds, the industry leader in automotive technology. Learn how Spark AI, Reynolds' unified AI data layer, can help you unlock your full potential by visiting rayray.com/spark-AI. That's REY.com/spark-AI.
Hey, it's Daily Drive executive producer Jake Neer. Thanks for joining me for this bonus episode of the show. Earlier this week, automotive news, tech, and innovation reporter Molly Boygan spoke with Stephanie Manning. She's Chief Government Affairs Officer for Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They talked about two bills in Congress that would take very different approaches to requiring impairment prevention technology in vehicles. In the first part of this conversation from Wednesday's show, Manning explained why MADD calls this technology the next seatbelt, how the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's announcement to include the tech in top safety pick by 2030 could change the game, and why she believes it will save more than 10,000 lives per year. If you missed that first part, you can go back and check out Wednesday's episode. Here's the rest of Molly's conversation with Stephanie Manning of Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
After 18 years of discussions with several different administrations, several different Congresses, bipartisan support, victims and survivors are ready to sit down in a really collaborative manner with the administration, with the auto industry, with members of Congress, and say, how can we work together to figure out what the path looks like? Because any obstacle, we can figure out how to get past it and how to introduce this technology to the public in a way that is, good for everybody involved. I think everyone agrees that drunk driving is a violent crime that should no longer occur on our roads. We're still at historically high levels of death and injury. We haven't gotten back to pre-COVID levels. It's really devastating to victims and survivors to continue to see the number of people killed and injured every day. 34 people every day are killed in a drunk driving crash. Again, I think there's a sense of urgency that MADD victims and survivors feel around this issue that we just want everyone else to feel. Feel that sense of urgency with us after 18 years of debate around this issue. Sit down with us collaboratively, calmly. Let's figure out solutions and how we get over the hurdles, because they're all completely solvable. We know the auto industry has some of the best and brightest, most brilliant engineers in the world. They have the solution. The auto industry has the solution. There have been a lot of different suppliers working on various types of anti-drunk driving technology for a very long time. I've personally seen 4 years in a row of CES demonstrations of various types of tech. We're hearing from suppliers that until the OEMs actually want to move forward and put the tech in vehicles and invest in some of this technology, it's sort of at a standstill. I do think the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's announcement is going to change that, and Euro NCAP is going to change that. But at the same time, some of what we hear from every administration is, well, we can't move forward with the rule until the technology is available on cars. And what we hear from OEMs is, well, we can't move forward with the technology until we know what the rule says. We've got to get out of this circular dependence and sort of each administration looking at the industry looking at the administration. It's time to collaborate and figure out what's going to work for everybody involved. We're talking about our ability to save more than 10,000 lives every year and prevent hundreds of thousands of injuries. We really can't afford to wait any longer.
Coming up, more from automotive news, tech, and innovation reporter Molly Boygan's conversation with MADD's Stephanie Manning.
When your AI tools are siloed, lost data, duplicate entries, and confusion are inevitable. Spark AI isn't another AI tool to manage. Instead, it's a unified AI data layer, changing the game by ensuring your solutions are making life easier and working at their highest capacity. Don't miss Spark at NADA. Watch Ray, our new AI assistant, bring everything together in one intuitive command center for smart, fast decision-making. Ray answers your questions at any time, providing instant messaging, insights, help videos, or live support. Instantly analyze your sales history and market trends, or generate a sales report with one prompt. You can even ask which cars to buy at auction today for the best return. Schedule an appointment at our booth for everything from a short demo to a full retail management system demonstration using our core AI products. Visit rayray.com/NADA. That's REY automakerparticipation.com/NADA.
On the automaker participation question, it reminds me a little bit of automatic emergency braking, where there was a voluntary standard that the automakers initiated. There's been some back and forth about the national standard, federal standard. Do you think there's any way, basically, that the automakers would adopt a voluntary standard as they're waiting for more clarity about the federal standard?
I think that's always a possibility, but MADD fought very hard for very long to get that rulemaking in place. And ultimately, what's going to save more than 10,000 lives a year, according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, is this technology needs to be on every new vehicle that rolls off the line. So we're not going to move away from that as the largest victims assistance organization in the country. That is the gold standard. I think any way we can start getting technology on cars now is a good thing. And that's why we were so excited about the Insurance Institute's announcement at our 45th anniversary. We haven't had discussions about a voluntary agreement with the auto industry. Again, we aren't going to move away from the mandate, but we're open to sitting down and working collaboratively with all involved to just see progress.
MADD's Chief Government Affairs Officer, Stephanie Manning, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for listening to this bonus episode of Daily Drive. Come back on Monday for a brand new full episode of the show.